Oh my gosh, y'all, it's a butterfly. Come here. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Jamie. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. This was a highly requested video, Q&A. So my first question, what do you do for a living? For those that don't know, I'm a model, actress, influencer, and vlogger. I also have my associate's degree in general studies. I have my bachelor's in child development, and I'm trying to figure out ways what I can do to work with children. I haven't had any good luck working with the children in the medical field because I have to go back to school and get some other stuff. I don't want to work at schools for obvious reasons. So my choices are working with children in the foster care system or working with children in the juvenile centers. And my goal, I know many people keep asking me like, what is it about children that you're trying to do? Well, I feel like there isn't like positive role models, and children feel like they're hopeless, like they don't have anybody to encourage them that you do have another chance, you do have more options, and pushing them to strive for greatness. That's my goal, is to help these children realize that they have potential and they can exercise their full potential and help them get where they need to be in life. How did you get into modeling and acting? So I remember when I walked into Rue 21, a woman followed me in there, and as I'm shopping, she just kept following me around and kept staring at me. Kind of made me uncomfortable. And then she comes up to me and she asked me, "What are your measurements?" And I was like, I don't know. She said, "What do you do for fun?" I'm like, "I'm an introvert. I'm a homebody. I don't really have a fun life." She said, "It's okay. Have you thought about modeling?" I was like, "Yes, I always wanted to be a model." And that's how I kind of started. Her business card and said, I'm going to this show, and I would like for you to be there so you can watch models and learn from them and stuff. So I went to the show in Dallas. I went to the show in Dallas, and coming to find out, she's the director of the fashion show and she's a fashion designer. So that's how my career started. She helped me get into like fashion shows, understand the fashion world, and I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anything out, because this was like when I was like 17. I'm like 23, and she I tried on her outfits. I was on her website for a minute, and people were clicking on me like, "Oh, who is she?" and all this. So then I created my Instagram page. Well, I've been having my Instagram, but I wasn't like really active on it. And I started posting pictures and using hashtags, and people were like asking me like when I'm available to shoot. So that's kind of like how it all started. Yeah. And my acting career, so back in 2020, I had somebody reach out to me and ask me if I was interested in doing acting, and I said yes. I met up with the person. We did a short film. So due to COVID, kind of like ruined a lot of things. We did the film, but we wasn't able to like put it on Netflix or anything. So I played this woman. She came back from the war, and basically she had these little episodes, like anything that like triggered her. She had these little episodes and kind of ruined her relationship with her current boyfriend and his family. Like, you know, they didn't understand PTSD. I hope I'm saying that right. PTSD. And even though I was just an extra, I was so thankful that I got the opportunity to work with professionals and ask them for help, ask them for tips and advices, so I can gain experience, because acting is actually fun. And I was like, for those that don't know me, I'm like really shy, but they made it so fun. You know, I got out of my shell more, and that's the goal. Get out of your comfort zone. Like, y'all, if you ever thinking about modeling and acting, you should go for it. It is so fun. And being in a room full of people with different experiences, different background stories, and different levels, I love it. So my next question, how tall are you? I'm 5'6". What are ways you get through tough times? So I have many different answers. Number one, I ask God to replace all the negative things in my life and replace it with good things. If it's not of you, take it away. Number two, I asked my parents, how do I need to get through this? How can I overcome this? I write down how I feel. On the next page, I write ways how to avoid this, ways to overcome this, and that really helped me, just writing stuff down. Sometimes I don't always have somebody to talk to, and I just write stuff down and I just go back and read over it. I remember that day I felt this way, and look at me now. I overcame my goal. I overcame this situation, and that really does help. Y'all should try that. What was your college experience like? It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a struggle. I was not getting enough sleep. Sometimes I forget to eat because I was working 2 to 3 jobs and focusing on my internship, focusing on graduation, and it was so many different requirements that have to be met just so I can get my bachelor's. And just by looking back at those times, like, I really had my bachelor's degree. I wasn't like the fun girl. I know when some people see me, they think like I'm a party girl. I always had people begging me like, you need to do this and do that. I was like a homebody, and I'm pretty much a nerd. I just want to say this to you guys. Don't limit your challenge. Challenge your limits. And I promise you, every time when you think about stuff, I got this. I'm gonna conquer this. And when you keep having that mindset, it's gonna make you want to do a lot of things. All these opportunities, you exercise your full potential, you know? What's something you want in a relationship? Whether it's like girlfriend and boyfriend, husband and wife, or even friends, what I want in a relationship is somebody who's gonna help me and shape me into the woman I need to be. I don't have that, oh, look, girl, let's go to the club and do all this. You know, like, I want to grow in life. I want to evolve. And sometimes we can't do that on our own. So we need people in our circle to help us grow, you know? And that's all. I feel like growth is such a beautiful thing. There's things in your life that you need to work on, and sometimes we can't do it on our own. So that's why it's important to have those type of people in your circle to help you get you where you need to be in life. And what do you do on your free time? On my free time, whenever I have free time, I like to practice self-care, practice walking in my heels, practice on my acting. I also like to get in touch with people and ask them how they're doing, and if they're going through some stuff, you know, just make myself available to see what I can do to help them out. What is your favorite part of your body? I would say my smile. And the reason why it's my favorite, because I feel like my smile carries people. Do you ever get so many compliments that you get sick of them? Because you are one beautiful girl. Do I get tired of compliments? No. And thank you for your compliment that you gave me. You guys, last question. What are tips you can give to someone who wants to model and act? Okay. So this one is going to be kind of long. I just want to say, stay professional no matter what. You're going to work with people who kind of are uptight, entitled, but don't let their actions control how you are. That's number one. Always be professional. Always be kind. When you go into your set, your photo shoot, you know, you'll think that everybody should notice, but be respectful, you know, greet people, make yourself, you know, like, hi, how are you doing? My name is so-and-so, you know, instead of just walking in like, I'm just here to shoot, I'm just here to act. Respect everyone, because not everyone is what they seem to be. Sometimes you will have high-profile people disguising themselves as an extra or a beginner model. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and I want to say thank y'all for asking me these questions. You know, I know many of y'all have been waiting so long for this, and I just want to say thank you for your patience. Thank you for sending me these questions, and thank you for watching. Y'all have a blessed day, okay?